Hey guys, let's talk about Amy Lynn Bradley. Amy was born on May 12, 1974, and she's been missing since March 24th, 1998. At the time of her disappearance, she was 23 years old, 5 feet 7 and 115 pounds. She's a Caucasian female with brown hair and green eyes. Her ears are pierced multiple times and her navel is pierced. She has the following tattoos: a baby Tasmanian devil on the back of her left shoulder, a green and blue gecko lizard around her navel, a Japanese symbol on her right ankle, and a primitive Japanese sun tattooed on her back. She is a cigarette smoker. Amy was vacationing with her parents and her brother aboard Royal Caribbean Cruise Line's ship, Rhapsody of the Seas, during March 1998. She and her brother returned to their cabin at approximately 3:30 a.m. on March 24th, 1998, after dancing at the ship's disco. They sat on the suite's balcony until about 5:30 a.m. Amy's brother stayed in the cabin while she mentioned possibly disembarking at Curaçao in the Netherlands to purchase cigarettes. At 6 a.m., 2 other passengers on the ship saw her riding the elevator to the top deck. Amy was last seen carrying her room key, cigarettes, and a lighter. She had $100 in her pocket as well. Rhapsody of the Seas was preparing to dock in Curaçao's port at the time Amy was last seen. Her family realized she was missing between 6 and 6:30 a.m. The sliding glass door to the balcony was partway open, and a pair of Amy's sandals were found inside of her suite, but there was no other sign of her. She had brought 9 other pairs of shoes with her on the trip. She has never been seen again. Amy's parents stated they asked the ship's staff not to let anyone off the ship once they realized she was missing, but the staff lowered the gangplank anyway. The family searched Curaçao for signs of her, but turned up nothing. Authorities are not certain if Bradley went ashore of her own will and vanished while on port, or if other factors were at work. The cab driver later stated that she approached his cab and said she urgently needed a phone, but this sighting has not been confirmed. Her family believes Amy was coerced by unknown persons whom she befriended during the cruise and was abducted. There are rumors of maritime pirates operating out of Curaçao, and Bradley's loved ones believe she may have become a victim of the individuals. Amy was last seen in the ship's elevator with Yellow, a member of the cruise ship's band, Blue Orchid. It is not known if this person was involved in Amy's disappearance. There have been no arrests made in her case. Amy also spent time with various waiters while on the cruise. Authorities do not believe that Bradley fell overboard, as Rhapsody of the Seas was extremely close to shore at the time of her disappearance. Witnesses would have undoubtedly heard or seen any accident. Amy was also a strong swimmer and a trained lifeguard, and in any case, her body was not found when the water was searched. Investigators also determined it is very unlikely Amy chose to disappear of her own accord. She was a recent college graduate with a degree in physical education, and she was planning to start a new job at a computer consulting firm after returning from the cruise. There were possible sightings of Amy on Curaçao in August 1998 and January 1999. The witnesses in the 1998 sighting accurately described her tattoos, and the witness in the 1999 sighting said she identified herself by name and asked for help. Amy's parents therefore believe the sightings are authentic. In March of 2005, a woman resembling Bradley was seen in Barbados. The Barbados woman has not been conclusively identified as Amy. Authorities believe 2 men may have information about Amy's disappearance. One of the men is described as Caucasian in his late 30s or early 40s, between 5'11" and 6 feet tall, with a receding hairline, red hair, and a red beard. The other man was in his early 30s, approximately 5'11", and had dark, curly, shoulder-length hair. Neither person has been identified. Amy was a resident of Chesterfield County, Virginia at the time of her 1998 disappearance. She attended college in Longwood, Virginia on a basketball scholarship. Amy smoked Marlboro cigarettes at the time she was last seen. She enjoys drinking Coke and Miller Lite beer and eats hard candy. Foul play is suspected in her disappearance, but there is no evidence to support this theory. If you have any information, please call the FBI at 202-324-3000 or the Interpol Puerto Rican office at 787-722-3045.